Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, who merited to be called the Sword of Allah, constantly expressed his desire to die an honorable death in combat, with the sword in his hand. He said, "By him in whose hands my soul, I would love to be martyred for the cause of Allah." But God had other plans. In fact, Muhammad, after one of his countless battles, he attacked the Jewish tribe of Bani Nadir, in the oasis of Khaybar. That same day, a simple Jewish woman called Zainab bint al-Harith decided to revenge the slaughter of her family and her people, who were slain by the Prophet of Allah. She cooked a goat, and laced it with a fatal poison. By some trick, the goat was served to Muhammad and his companions for his evening meal. The Prophet took for himself his favorite piece, the shoulder. He then distributed portions to his friends. One of his friends, who had already swallowed a bite of the meat, screamed out and soon died. Muhammad spat out immediately the piece he had in his mouth, but it was too late, for even if the poison didn't kill him instantly, the small dose he already swallowed caused him an excruciating pain. Poison was so concentrated that from the first bite, the poison already damaged the palate of his mouth and his interior organs. They caught the woman to be interrogated. Muhammad asked her, "What induced you to do this?" She answered, "You have inflicted dreadful harms to my people, you butchered my deers. Therefore I said, if you are really a prophet you shall not eat, because you should know that the goat was poisoned. If not, then we shall get rid of you." Muhammad ordered the woman to be killed. She was crucified. Muhammad suffered the consequence of this poison for 3 long years, then he died of its effect. For all this time, he endured atrocious pains. He who loved much to eat, couldn't satisfy even his hunger. Maintained in life by many medicines, but no way. His health was always getting worse. Near the end, he was not able even to walk by himself. 8 June 632 AD, at the age of 63 he felt too sick. He was at the house of his concubine Maymuna, and he lost consciousness. When he came back to himself, he asked his wives to grant him the permission to stay with Aisha, his favorite. They all agreed to forego their turns, and so he was transferred to the dwelling of Aisha. During the night, his final agony started. The Prophet was laid on a couch with his head resting on the breast of Aisha. While agonizing he murmured, "I still feel the effect of the poisoned food I ate in Khaybar. This is the time of my demise by that poison." It was a long and horrible agony, which started at night and remained till the next day. At midday he expired. Many times he described his pain saying, "I continued to feel pain from the morsel which I had eaten at Khaybar. This is the time when it has cut off my aorta." To Aisha, while dying he said, "O Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar, and at this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut from that poison." Too many texts, expressing his suffering, use this same expression, "cut off my aorta." In the Quran, we find a text using this same expression. This is a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. And if Muhammad had made up about us some false sayings, we would have seized him by the right hand. Then we would have cut from him the aorta. Strange, don't you see? Should not that, the simple and faithful Muslims, reflect about these facts? Is it not clear enough that the Prophet of Islam, manipulated the revelation of the true God of the Bible? Is it not this is the reason why he died this way? God, according to the Quran, saved Jesus Christ when the Jews planned to kill him. He elevated him alive to heaven. But why God did not act the same way with his final and the best of the prophets? Why God did not fulfill his desire to die as a martyr in battle? Why God permitted that he die an ignoble death by the hands of a woman, a Jewish woman, killed by a woman, and how much heinous crimes he committed against women, a Jewish woman, and how much vindictiveness he committed against Jews? Why Allah could not save Muhammad?